My mother always taught me that knowing yourself before anybody else does is always a key in life.
Exactly. And that's honestly what this is all about. Don't let other people tell you who you are. You tell them. You tell them and you show them. That's a beautiful answer. Thank you.
So one of the great things about selling your strengths and the assessment itself is that a lot of people will go into this assessment without really understanding who they are as a person, and they understand their strengths because of their personalities, but those weaknesses are what they just don't know how to grasp and just take hold of. So when they see those weaknesses on that list and what they really represent, that's what they can look for in their personality in their everyday lives. After the assessment, I told all my clients, once you're done on your lunch break, take your time, really evaluate yourself and the answers you received, and turn those weaknesses into strengths.
I think it's really cool for anyone to take these kinds of tests. It's human nature. I think we'd like to do quizzes and learn about ourselves, but I think it's really important that if we're going to ask clients to do something, that we've done it ourselves. And we can't effectively sell this to clients if we don't know what it's like. And I think all of our staff members bought into it. They enjoyed it. They learned something about themselves. They saw the value.
I think that's the marvel of this, of showing someone this program and having them go through the assessment, is that, and again, even for us who have a potentially a higher educational level than some of our clients, when we go, aha, and we see that, it's amazing to just kind of put that, it does give you this sense of confidence.
The really nice thing about this is that it's a networking opportunity for our clients to hear from each other what makes them different, what makes them special, positive reinforcement, and I think it goes back to allowing them to work as a team.
Working in the healthcare industry, I've been able to refine this skill, and I'm now able to be meticulous with time efficiency.
That's really
So that's a good point.
You like that one,
Yes,
Dominic?
I did. Very much.
If she wanted to take one of those bottom strengths, I don't even really want to call it a weakness, but something she could say is, you know what, when you give me a task, I just put 110% into that task.
The ones that are on the bottom are not your weaknesses. Maybe that's something that you already have, but the one that shines the most while you're working, or the one that shines the most when you're around people, is these top 10.
It helps with direction. Some of the things that we've learned is that sometimes they know what they want to do, the youth pathways know what they want to do, and you kind of have a vision of what you want to do, but you don't know the tracks or which way to go with it. It kind of gives them a sense of direction with themselves.
I also consider myself like a curious George, and I'm always thinking of something that not only benefit myself and the company, but it'll benefit the company as a whole, because usually benefiting the company will actually benefit myself.
One young lady who's been here since 2 days after the Youth Pathways program started, every time I would see her in the hallway, she was so shy. Like, good morning, and hi, very, very timid. And she was just a tough nut to crack. But slowly but surely, being around the other participants, the past couple weeks, she's been coming out of her shell a little bit. And then she participated last week, and she came to realize, she said, you know what? People always think that I have nothing to say because I'm quiet. And she realized after, she said, I have something to offer. Just because I'm quiet doesn't mean that I'm shallow. And it was just a really cool moment. The whole group kind of pumped her up, and she was speaking very clearly, very confidently. Something I've never heard her say more than 2 words in a sentence, ever. She's really come out of her shell in the past couple of weeks, and I know it's not a coincidence. It's her being here, and it's her going through that exercise and learning about herself.
People are very proud to know who they are. Seeing some resumes even transform into selling your strengths up top as opposed to an objective. And that helps, because one of the biggest things, even for myself when interviewing, was trying to talk about yourself. That's one of the hardest things we can do. They know their strengths, so now they can kind of lead with the right one rather than the wrong one. So I think this type of assessments help them understand them, so that way their next step can be the right, best next step.
Society can put any label they want on you, and we have to deal with that, right? But you can turn it around and say, no, this is who I am, this is my story, I'm the one who's going to tell it. And I think it goes far beyond just job interviews. I think learning about yourself is going to carry over to wherever they are. Every desk was filled. There's a waiting list to get into selling your strengths.